Good evening. All right, one more time. Good evening. If you will please join me in thanking our processional artists who have played for us today, Mr. Walter Montgomery and Ms. Janine Wall. Please thank them. I took piano lessons for years, and I can only really do chopsticks, so I'm in awe of what you all do every day. We are so glad to welcome you to our 2023 Associate Degree Penning Ceremony for our 2023 ADN class. Congratulations. I'm Dr. Pamela Senegal, and I have the privilege of being president of Piedmont Community College. At events like this, it is important for us to acknowledge all of those who've helped us along the way. And an important group that we want to acknowledge and that I'd like for your help in helping me acknowledge is our Board of Trustee members who all throughout the year guide the work of the college, help with fundraising, and make sure that we stay on track. So help me acknowledge our Board of Trustee members, please. Thank you all for being here tonight. We also want to thank our staff and for all of the work that they do throughout the year, not only to put this program on, but for all of the education that they provide throughout the year. To our class of 2023, it's occurred to me recently that every single one of us, if we're lucky, will have an opportunity to be under the care of a healthcare provider at some point in our lives. And so as a mother of a child who was in the hospital for 3 months, as the daughter of a father who reluctantly goes back and forth to the hospital now, I want to thank you for choosing a profession that puts others ahead of yourself. We thank you for doing that. We thank you for the kind words that you offer to patients at the toughest times of their lives. We thank you. To our first year students, take a look, check it out. This is where I expect to see you all next year, okay? And to our class of 23, there are two other things that I'll say before I pass the mic over to Dean Montgomery. As you move up in your career, let us know. Every time you get a promotion, let us know. When you go back to school and you decide to earn your BSN, you know, that next step, right? Let us know. When you get your master's of nursing, let us know. When you get your doctor in nursing, call us, because we might have a job for you right here at PCC, okay? To our friends and our family that are here, we welcome you today, and we also we don't want to miss this opportunity to encourage everyone in this audience today, no matter what your age is, whether you're 2 months old or whether you're 81 years old, if you have a desire in your heart to continue your own higher education, consider PCC as your hometown college. And now that you've been sufficiently welcomed, I'd like to turn the floor over to Dean Montgomery. Thank you.
Good evening, I'm Elisa Montgomery, Dean of Health and Public Safety for PCC. And tonight I would like to add my congratulations to each of you for a job well done. I'm going to be short tonight, don't faint. But I'm going to read you a post of one of our former graduates that posted last week on Facebook during Nurses Week. It epitomizes to me what I think most of us who have that passion for the nursing profession really feel. She said, "To end Nurses Week, I must say I never imagined the last almost 3 years would have brought me so much knowledge, courage, and resilience. Nursing isn't for the faint of heart. I've been the shoulder to cry on and the only hand to hold in the scariest of times and even end of life. I have overcome so much and developed a skill set that I will forever be grateful for. There are good days and bad. I've met amazing people, laughed, cried, and felt absolutely defeated many times. Despite the hard times, I cannot imagine a career more rewarding, a career to help heal, comfort, and care for others in need. I'm not perfect, but I know that every day I'm shaped into a better version of myself because of this profession. Nurses are a special breed. This career is a selfless contribution to an increasingly selfish world. Continue to spread light and love hard, even on the hard days." So I encourage each of you to spread that light to your patients, people who are likely going through some of the hardest times in their lives when you're caring for them. Not only as a nurse, but also as a healthcare consumer. When I walk into a facility and see one of our graduates, I have joy and knowledge and confidence that I'm going to receive quality care because I see you out there taking care of us. Go forth from here, pass your NCLEX, continue your education. You stole my thunder again tonight. Did you know 4 of our former graduates just got their DNPs last week? And do great things to make us even more proud of your successes. Thank you.
Let us pray. Lord, I thank you for your grace and for your mercy, Lord. I thank you for all your goodness. God, you've been so good to us. God, I'm so thankful for each and every person that's here in the class of 2023 to graduate today as we're going to celebrate. And Lord, I pray that they would understand just how good you've been to them. God, you've blessed them in so many ways. You've gifted them in so many ways. And I pray that they would understand just how good you have been to them. God, I pray that they would take this opportunity of having this career in nursing, Lord, and they would do just as these 2 ladies have spoken of, Lord, that they would share love just like you did. God, they're going to have so many opportunities, and I pray that they would see this career as an opportunity to show love to those that they're going to be in care of. And Lord, I just pray that you would bless each and every one of them. Lord, I know that that they've been through so much. I know they've been through long nights and sleepless nights and tests and exams. But God, I pray that they would understand that there are plenty of people out there that wish they were in the position that they are in right now. And God, I pray that they would see it as an opportunity. God, I pray that they would use it to glorify you. And God, I pray that you would be with all the teachers that put in the long hours and put in the time and the effort it takes to teach these students what they need to know to do the best that they can do at their job. And God, I thank you for the desire that you put in each and every one of these students to go out and to be a nurse and even further their education and to become maybe doctors or whatever it may be. But God, I thank you for the desire that you put in their hearts, God, to help other people and to love on other people, just as these ladies have said, in the time of dark days, Lord, that people will come to them in need. And God, I'm thankful for people that are willing and ready to answer the call to be a nurse. And Lord, I thank you for all that you do for us. I pray that you'd be with the rest of the ceremony. Help everything that is said and done bring honor and glory to your name. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen.
So sorry, let me get my speech out. And my tissues. Yeah, no tears, no tears. Okay, I think I'm ready. Good evening to all the family, friends, faculty, and students gathered here tonight. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Jasmine Wiggins. I'm a class representative, the SNA president, and it is my honor to speak on behalf of my nursing cohort. I have struggled and made myself very anxious, if you can't hear from my voice, to speak with you all tonight. And to all of my family and friends who were unaware that I'd be giving this speech tonight, surprise. Nursing school is an endeavor like no other. It is challenging, it is frustrating, it is exhausting, but most importantly, it is rewarding. Nursing is invaluable, and as someone once told me, value what you do and add value by what you do. Nursing school is worth all the sacrifice, the time, and the effort each of us have experienced throughout our journey in nursing school. But first, I want to take a moment to acknowledge the sacrifices of not just our students, but of the families and the friends, and I want to say thank you. Personally, I want to acknowledge my grandparents and my mother. I want to say that you guys have been in my corner. Sorry. So sorry. You guys have been in my corner since day one, and I cannot thank you enough for the love and commitment that you guys have instilled in me. So sorry. I would not be here today as I am without you guys. I think I speak for the majority of my class when saying to our family and our friends, thank you for always supporting us, for being considerate when our time was limited, for believing in us even when we didn't believe in ourselves, for pushing us to continue, for allowing us to remember to take time and to remember that it's okay not to be okay, for loving us and inspiring us to always strive to do better and to be better, to be the true embodiment of a nurse. Without everyone's unwavering support and commitment, none of us would be here today. I remember back 2 years ago when we were all strangers, sitting amongst one another, looking at each other, and we were told to get comfortable because these strangers would become our second family. And I remember thinking to myself, well, joke's on them, because I have plenty of friends and family. I have never been more glad to be so wrong. Now that it is all done, I am leaving with a heart full of gratitude, a mind full of memories, and a handful of people that I will continue to have for the rest of my life. I am so proud of each and every one of my classmates. Throughout each clinical, lecture, sim lab, exam, quiz, and of course our infamous arguments over select all that apply, it is my pleasure to watch each of them grow and blossom into confident, intelligent, and skilled nurses. We have had the opportunity as student nurses to make decisions, to make mistakes, to learn, to fail, and to prosper from each interaction. And now here we are at the end of this journey and ready to embark on the next and most exciting chapter of our nursing careers, new grads. I want to also take a moment to thank our instructors for instilling in us their knowledge and their guidance. I know that nobody will ever forget to ask ourselves, and what else? Thanks to Miss Lennon. To remember that nursing is more than just the razzle-dazzle, thanks to Dr. Wanguma. We will never forget to KNOW and READ, everything and anything, thanks to Miss Wall. To be as charismatic as Miss Rogers, to be as knowledgeable as Miss Papp, to be as supportive as Miss Duncan, and to be as dignified as Mr. Woods. Oh, and never to cry in front of him. These are only the tip of the iceberg of characteristics our instructors have instilled in us to carry forward and reflect in our care and integrity as Piedmont nurses. To the class of 2023, in the words of Mikhail Scheider, although our educational journey is difficult at times, you will reap the reward of utmost satisfaction when holding your nursing diploma for the very first time. And nothing will ever compare to the fulfillment that improving and saving lives of others will bring to you. Congratulations, class of 2023. We did it. Thank you.
Good evening. My name is Derek Woods, and I have the pleasure of being the director of the PCC nursing program. And so I get the distinct honor of presenting some special recognitions associated with the PCC class of 2023. All right. But first of all, I want to also thank the Board of Trustees. You can see by their presence here, they're so supportive of the college, and we appreciate that. But also our administration, Dr. Senegal, Dr. Buchanan, Dean Montgomery, they'll give us the resources to do what we do, and that's what put out really, really, really good nurses, all right? And so for that, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. You may have heard of the proverb that starts with, it takes a village. Well, we have a pretty special village at PCC Nursing, and I would be totally remiss if I did not acknowledge them for all the hard work that they do. And they'll pay me back for this tomorrow because they don't know about this, all right? So in alphabetical order, when I call your name, please stand and remain standing, all right? So our second year coordinator and the person who organized this wonderful pinning event, Ms. Kathy Duncan. This is our newest member of our team, and she is the coordinator of our brand new evening and weekend cohort, which will be, there you go. Can you tell where they're sitting? That'll be graduating in December, the very first evening and weekend cohort. So, Miss Meredith Harris. Our simulation coordinator and what else? Herself, Miss Kelly Lennon. Our second year instructor and clinical instructor extraordinaire, the newly crowned Dr. Stephen Wanguma. Another first year instructor and our obstetrics expert, Miss Melanie Papp. Our first year coordinator, who's doing an absolute phenomenal job, Miss Angel Rogers. And did y'all know that we have our very own Florence Nightingale? And I was trying to think about what is she the expert of, and it was like, duh, all of nursing, right? Miss Janine Wall. But if you look at this group, there's one missing, right? There's one piece missing. The glue that holds us all together, our admin assistant, the gatekeeper, the one who keeps us all in check, Miss Nancy Watts. So please help me give them a round of applause, what I dub the Dream Team. Thank you. So in the psychology discipline, there's a concept known as temporal focus. All right, that's where people think about the past, the present, and the future, recognizing that each component is beneficial as one can learn from the past, one can savor the present, and one can plan for the future. However, tonight, allow me to do things a little bit different, or as y'all would say, flip the script, as some of our students would say. So first, let's acknowledge the past. Would all PCC nursing alumni please stand? All PCC nursing alumni. All right, please. So class of 23, look around. This is your legacy. Motivational speaker Tony Robinson says that legacy is something or someone that leaves a lasting impression on the world. It is a gift that is passed down from one generation to the next generation. It means dreaming big and changing the world for the better. And this is what PCC nursing is all about. Just yesterday, I received a notification from one of our recent graduates who had not been nominated for one Daisy Award, but she was nominated for 2 Daisy Awards. For those who may not know, the Daisy Award is one of the most prestigious honors that can be bestowed upon a nurse. It publicly recognizes the nurse for, and I quote, extraordinary, compassionate, skillful care that the nurse provides to their patients and their families. That's straight from the Daisy Award mission statement. So here's the letter that I received. A provider, first of all, a provider nominating a nurse for a Daisy Award is mind-blowing, all right? But the provider and the charge nurse on the evening shift both took the time to spotlight this nurse and her efforts and her excellent care. This nurse was able to talk down a relatively ornery patient who had refused all of his medicines and all of his treatments from everybody else except this PCC nurse. Somehow she made a connection with him. He ultimately allowed her to complete many of the other nursing tasks that wasn't getting done, and she also was able to get him to comply with wearing his telemetry box to monitor his heart rate. Once the monitor was applied, she had a keen enough eye to identify an abnormal rhythm, immediately notified the provider, who called cardiology with the findings. That incident was later determined to be a brand new second-degree heart block for that patient, a finding that would otherwise have gone unnoticed. Her kindness, professionalism, and expertise had made a significant difference in this patient's recovery. This is what the patient said about the nurse. From the moment I was under her care, she made me feel comfortable and well cared for. Her attention to detail and ability to anticipate my needs put me at ease, and I knew that I was in good hands. We laughed, we talked, we got along real good. That doesn't sound like an ornery patient to me, but that sounds like a PCC nurse. The leadership of this organization wrote in the letter, "This nurse continuously signs on our unit. She goes above and beyond to ensure that all patients receive the best possible care. Her dedication to serving others and her commitment to excellence are truly inspiring and make a real difference in the lives of each of her patients." This is PCC nursing. Now let's talk about the future. This fall, PCC will be admitting the largest nursing class in the history of the school. We will be admitting 64 students to start the nursing program, the largest in the history of the school. So what did I do in my brilliant thinking? So let's invite them to see what the end looks like. So we invited all 64 of our class of 2025 into attendance. Would you please stand? This is the future. And like Dr. Senegal said, you have a wonderful, challenging journey ahead of you, but in 2 very short years, you will be sitting right here. Thank you for coming. Now, for the reason that we're here, the class of 2023. I want you guys to savor this moment because you've earned it. You have totally earned it, so savor it, enjoy it. I was talking to Dr. Buchanan downstairs. This is a celebration, all right? You should celebrate. So I want you to savor every moment, every hug, every high five, every fist bump. Just savor that because you've earned it. What started out as 44 students in August of 2021 is now down to the graduating 16, from 44 to 16. For that, you have been dubbed the Sensational 16. And if y'all get a t-shirt printed, we all want one, all right? You entered perhaps the toughest educational journey of your life, but you decided to do it in the middle of a global pandemic. So when I think of your class, really only one word comes to mind. No, not that word, all right? The word I was thinking of is perseverance. Perseverance is defined as continued effort to do or achieve something despite difficulties, failures, or opposition. If completing 816 clinical hours during a global pandemic is not considered perseverance, then I don't know what it is. Let me say that again. 816 clinical hours during a global pandemic. That's perseverance. So since you all were able to successfully navigate that, I am absolutely 100% confident that each of you will complete the final leg, which is pass the NCLEX on the very first try, and PCC will go 16 for 16 and get 100%. All right? And then when you do that, you too will become PCC Nursing Legacy. Thank you. Now we get to do some really fun stuff. We get to recognize some of our graduates. We have several different awards. I will call the name, and I'll also tell you which award each student is receiving. The first one is an Outstanding Student Award, is a recipient of the Nightingale Scholarship, Kim Mosby Willie Bovary. Now I'm going to tell you a little secret about Willie. Hopefully his 2 girls are here. They are? Find his little girls. They give the best hugs ever. Yes, and I have lollipops downstairs for you guys too. They are so sweet. Trust me, you're going to thank me for it. Find his little girls. They give great hugs. Our next Outstanding Student Award is the recipient of the Personal Memorial Hospital Auxiliary Scholarship, Miss Amanda Carey. Our next Outstanding Student Award is an Outstanding Graduate. It goes to Melanie Castle. This award goes to the student with the highest GPA. Our next award is another recipient of the Personal Memorial Hospital Auxiliary Scholarship. It goes to Abigail Chandler. Our next Outstanding Student Award is another recipient of the Nightingale Scholarship, and it goes to Tyler Childress. This award is for Outstanding Clinical Performance, and it goes to Amaya McGee. I see a lot of Daisy Awards in Amaya's future. In fact, they might rename it to the Amaya Award or something. Right. Our next Outstanding Student Award is also a recipient of the Nightingale Scholarship. It goes to Chantal Mendoza. And so yesterday at our penning practice, Chantal also won the AAA award because she drove the furthest to campus every week. This is our recipient of the Rowan Walter Scholarship Award, and it goes to Mr. Gregory Murtha. This Outstanding Student Award is also a Personal Memorial Hospital Auxiliary Scholarship, and it goes to Catherine Wallace. Our next Outstanding Student Award goes to another outstanding student, and it goes to Ms. Jasmine Wiggins. Actually, that one was because Jasmine was like that close behind Melanie for the second highest GPA. Don't go anywhere yet, because we have another one for Jasmine. She is also a recipient of the Nightingale Scholarship. Let's hear it again from Miss Jasmine Wiggins. Y'all, let's give all of our award recipients one more round of applause. Now I'd like to invite Ms. Duncan and Ms. Lennon to come forward as we prepare to pin our graduates. All right, our first graduate is Kimosby Bulbury. Next, I'd like to invite up Miss Amanda Carey. Miss Melanie Castle. Miss Abigail Chandler. Mr. Tyler Childress. Miss Lily Clayton. Elizabeth DeLong. Amaya McGee. Chantal Mendoza. Gregory Murtha. Aaron Satterfield. Rachel Teague. April Walker. Catherine Wallace. Jasmine Wiggins. And last but certainly not least, Summer Wren. Now we're going to invite Ms. Angel Rogers up to lead our graduates in the nursing pledge.
more round of applause. What a wonderful celebration for all your hard work and your dedication. This ceremony does end your years of study. It signifies your transition from nursing students to registered nurses. The nursing profession requires all the knowledge and training that you've had, but it also soars when you combine that with a willingness to put others above oneself, and you've heard about some of that from some of the earlier speakers. I just want to mention a few other quotes that I think are significant. Gandhi says, "The best way to find yourself is to lose yourself in the service of others." And Albert Schweitzer said, "I don't know what your destiny will be, but there is one thing I know. The only ones among you who will really be happy are those who have sought and found how to serve." Last, I think a quote by Anne Franks is really very appropriate for today. How wonderful it is that nobody has to wait another single moment before they can start to improve the world. So class of 2023, we challenge you to start to improve the world. You're capable, you're skilled, you're now part of a professional community that's known for its service, for its caring, for its empathy. And as a nursing graduate who's now earned the right to wear that pin, this ceremony is really the end of your nursing program, but it's only the beginning of your lifelong journey. It's a meaningful occasion that caps that nursing student year, but it nudges you forward towards your calling, and it is a calling. So you now have everything you need to go out and help others. So as we close this ceremony, we look forward now. We're closing the end of your program, and we're starting the beginning of your new life. This really is the start of a lifelong service and career of service. As you leave the program and you leave us at Piedmont Community College behind, please know we're proud of you. We're proud of each and every one of you. You're the change that our world needs. You're the generation that makes our county, our region, and our state better. Our hope is that you will continue to use all of your gifts to do just what Anne Franks talked about, improve the world. So graduates, I say to you, you're on your way to a life of happiness because you have chosen a profession that allows you to serve. Congratulations to each and every one of you.
Dr. Buchanan, trustees, Dean Montgomery, faculty, honored guests, and friends, on behalf of the nursing class of 2024, we extend our congratulations to our graduating classmates, the class of 2023. The poet Atetsu Takeda once said, "He who climbs the ladder must begin at the bottom." At the bottom, the day you entered nursing school 2 years ago, you embarked on a journey. How could you have imagined all the things you'd come to know? Once on the ladder, you learned to use each challenge as an opportunity to overcome each problem despite adversity. Tonight we gather here to celebrate your reaching of the top of this ladder. Right now, you are at the third step from the top. Graduates, if you could close your eyes. Right behind you, as you grab the next rung, are all of your memories. The silly moments with friends, test questions you will never forget the answers to, and the little things the staff did that put a smile on your face, like Miss Wall dressed as Florence Nightingale, purely for motivation. Now take the next step up the ladder. Here before you are all your wildest dreams. Remember to focus on the step in front of you. Like passing the NCLEX. Will it be easy? Nope. Will it be worth it? Absolutely. When you take your next step, look around you at all who love you, all who have seen you shed tears of frustration and happiness. those who have held you closely and comforted you on this journey. Those same people who always pushed you to give it your all. As you take your last step, look within you, for all you need is here. The hours you spent poring over notes and PowerPoints, the thousands of steps you took in clinical, and all those Kaplan practice tests, they have prepared you well. You are going to be an amazing asset to the nursing profession. Again, congratulations on finishing well, and best wishes and success in whatever your nursing career may take you. The class of 2024 would like to invite everyone to the reception hall in light of refreshments and fellowship. At the end of the service, you may get there by exiting the rear of the church and following the stairs to the lower level. Thank you.
Let's close in prayer. Lord, I thank you again for your grace and your mercy, Lord. I ask right now, Lord, that you would challenge each and every one of these new nurses, Lord, that you would challenge them not to stop right here, that you would challenge them to keep going in their careers, to look forward. As Mr. Brooks had already said, Lord, I pray that they would look back at their past, God, that they would see where you've brought them from, God, that they would see right where they're at today. They would be thankful for today and this celebration as we've called it, Lord, but I pray that they would look forward to where you're taking them. God, I pray that they would keep striving to be the best nurses that they can be, keep striving to further their education. And God, I just thank you for all that you've done. I pray that you would be with each and every one of them, bless them as they go into their careers, and I thank you for all that you do. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen. If you all will please stand.